Welcome back, children. So now today we come to the last part of this chapter, that is food from animals. Now remember, animals are of two types. One is called as broad animals. Another is called as milch animals. Milch animals are those which are reared for the purpose of milk production, like cows, buffaloes, yak. Okay? Whereas draught animals are those which are reared for doing manual labor, like bullocks. They are used in agriculture, they are used in transport. Camels, they are used in transport. Horses, they are used in transport. Okay? Okay? So these milch animals gives us food, mainly milk. Other is meat or flesh, that is also obtained from animals, like animals and birds. Generally chicken or hen we are using for meat purpose. Similarly, mutton, we get mutton from lamb and from goat, that is goat meat or sheep meat, that is mutton, that we also get from animals. So rearing animals for obtaining food from them, this comes under animal husbandry. So not only animals, even birds. Two types of birds. One is for keeping as pet, another is for feeding. Domestically you will find two types of birds. Few are kept as pet, like we are keeping pigeons, we are keeping cuckoos, we are keeping parrots at home. That is what? That is for like pet. But another, if we keep hen and chicken at home, naturally that you are not keeping as pet, right? That you are using as food. That is mainly for chicken meat, the flesh. So birds like chicken, turkey, duck, for their meat, flesh, as well as also for their egg, right? Also as their egg. So animals are reared mainly because it helps us in providing food, whether egg or meat. Next is about keeping of these animals. Now for keeping cows, buffaloes, a proper shed is required, well ventilated, it should be clean, neat. They should be given proper diet, proper clean drinking water, as well as they should be vaccinated against various types of diseases. Similarly, poultry, fowls, ducks, chicken, hen, these comes under poultry. They are raised mainly for meat and egg. So they also has to be kept in proper coops, proper ventilated, clean drinking water should be provided, and they should be protected from cats and dogs, right? They should also be given medicines along with their food, because birds are easily infected by different types of fungal and bacterial disease or viral disease. You must have heard of avian flu. Avian flu is what? The flu which comes from birds. Aves means birds. So avian flu is a danger for man as well, because man contracts it from birds. When improperly cooked, birds are consumed, and if these birds contains this avian flu, then it will be transferred to the body of the person who consumes it. So in this way, a man can get infected. So while keeping birds, all these things should be kept in mind so that we get disease free birds at home. Next is fisheries, which you call pisciculture. Pisciculture means rearing and management of fishes in huge quantity. This is called as pisciculture. Now you know that India has a very, very long coastline, more than 3,000 kilometers of coastline. And whenever there is a coastline, there will be fishing. Lot of fishing is done. And lot of people consume fish. Huge number of our population is dependent on fish as a source of food. Not only for consumption, but also for sale in foreign country. A huge amount of revenue is collected by the government of India through the selling of these fishes to foreign country. Means a lot of fish gets exported to foreign countries, right? So it is a matter of foreign exchange. So for this reason, pisciculture is developed. Apart from pisciculture, one more is there, that is called as this single word. Pisciculture is a single word. Similarly, apiculture. Apiculture means rearing of honeybees in large number. That is called as apiculture. Now, honey is a basic ingredient of all Ayurvedic medicine. The most common is Chyawanprash. Many of you must be having the habit of taking Chyawanprash on a regular basis. So this Chyawanprash contains a lot of honey. Most of the Ayurvedic medicine, they are prescribed and is written that you must take the medicine along with honey. Now what is this honey? Honey is actually a mixture of saliva of the honeybee, along with it different type of enzymes and the nectar of flowers. Clear? So this is actually a mixture, and it is very, very safe to eat because it has a lot of medicinal value. It is better than sugar. Remember, honey is far better than sugar as far as health is concerned, right? From very ancient time, our Munis and Rishis, they have said that you, after getting up early in the morning, after brushing your teeth, you must have a spoon of honey with few tulsi patta, that is leaves of basil plant, right? Why so? Because it has a lot of medicinal value. It will increase your immunity. It will help you to get rid of cold and cough throughout the year. If you can maintain it 365 days, you will never suffer from cold and cough. So honey, for this honey, special honeycombs, artificial honeycombs are made so that the honeybees can shelter in that. They will collect the honey from various orchards and they will store it there. After sufficient honey is stored, it is extracted, it is taken out from those artificial honeycombs by a very easy process. And then it can be sold in the market. It can be sold to the different medicinal companies who are using honey as a basic ingredient in their medicines. And it can also be sold in the market. Okay, children? So apart from agriculture, that is from plant, food from plant, we have gone through 4 different types of food from different type of animals. First we went through milch animals, then birds or poultry, fowls, chickens, hens, ducks, turkeys, etc. This comes under poultry. So from poultry we get egg as well as we get meat. From animals we get milk as well as meat. From fishes you get lot of protein now. Fish, one more thing, very important thing. Fish is easy to digest. You must have seen that even doctors prescribe their patient to take fish, to take small fish rather than to take chicken and meat. Why so? Because fish is a very rich source of protein and it is easily digestible. For that reason, even doctors refer in their prescription to consume fishes, right? And at last we come to apiculture, that is honey, which we get from honeybees. Okay, children? So here we finish the 6th chapter in our science. This is the 2nd chapter in biology. The first chapter we did was cell structure and function. This is the 2nd chapter. That was chapter 8, and this is chapter number 1, crop production and management. Thank you.